So we've got a problem with this door. Basically, you move the handle down and nothing happens, either up or down, and it's totally stuck and locked in position. We can unlock this. I've established that that's good. We can get a piece of plastic through it, credit card or what have you. But up here, the locks are engaged, and there's another one at the bottom which is also engaged. Now I'm unsure what to do, so I think I'll take the handle off for a start, just with these two bolts here. So with the handle removed, I've noticed down here there is another mechanism. So what I'm going to do is remove this bar from here and then put the handle in there and see if it'll turn and open the door. So I've got the handle from the other side, strangely enough, with the bar in, and we'll just insert it into the lower mechanism and hope for the best. Yeah, that worked really, really well. I'm pleased with that. A good get out of jail free. Because one time this very same door failed, and I ended up removing the hinge pins there. I'll link that video just in case. So I'm going to make a start removing these screws down the full length of the door. Just these screws here. You don't have to remove the security bit ones. And we've got the lock removed. Now the only identifier on this lock, not that it was any use, was the 0210. And we can see how it's failed. There should be a casting in there the same as that one, just there. So unfortunately that one was in 4 pieces when I removed it. Now I did spend quite a bit of time undoing these screws, and I did kind of wonder if I could just cheekily swap that casting over to there. But if we look on the back, you can see they are indeed handed, and that's got a bit of a step on it, so you can't do that. It would have been nice, but unfortunately not the case. So on some of these locks I did notice that you could unscrew them there, but you can see in this lock I've just got steel pegs where screws would go. You may have a lock which you can unscrew. Now that was a great aid to opening the door, so I'm really grateful for that feature. Some of them just have a single. So I had a good look at the lock, you know, where all the little markings are and everything, and I looked at that as like a bit of a smiley face with a pair of eyes for the purpose of pattern recognition. And I got online and I did some extensive searches, and I did manage to find a replacement. Now I couldn't just replace this. There may be an option to do that, but I chose not to pursue it. I chose to replace the full lot as you get the lower 2 locks in. Now I found what I thought were a good replacement, and it's very important that you check all the dimensions. There's getting towards a dozen dimensions to check. The most important dimension is this one here. If you measure halfway in the lock there, you can see this one's 45mm. This tape measures magnetic, so it's trying to jump. So that is the most. They do a 35mm lock which looks exactly the same, so do be wary of that. So here is the replacement at the cost of £52.79 delivered very efficiently by FedEx. It came the very next day, and it's by GB DIY store. That was the website I used to order it. So before fitting, we can just lay this lock on the new one for a quick compatibility check, and the keyways are aligned, so that is good news. So that's the lock fitted in the door. I actually started at the top and worked down, just putting the screws in. So I'm going to reuse this bar as it's nice and square at the business end. So If it is rounded, replace it. So we'll just check the fit now. We've got everything refitted and it's fitting good, so I'm really pleased with that. And we'll put the lock in, and that's the lock refitted, so that's good news. We can turn that with relative ease, so that's locked, and unlock it. So there is just one job that has escaped my attention. It's always something small, and that's that needs reversing, as we're just gonna slam on that escutcheon. It needs to be designed to work. So we just undo that screw there and flip it round. So with the new mechanism in, it'll pay to check that everything can be closed relatively easy and locked up. Or you may need a door adjustment if things are a bit stiff, which can cause these gearboxes to get a lot of strain on, and eventually they will fail. But that's not an unreasonable amount of effort to close a door and lock it. Many thanks for watching, and why not subscribe to learn of more low cost repair solutions.